And we're live, hopefully, according to the...
Yo, yo, yo. Hey, everybody. I'm going to wait a few minutes for comments and everything to pop up so that I can tell everyone what is going on. What is my day? There's my pop-up chat.
Okay. This is a cotton ball, but I've been like pulling it apart. So now it's just kind of like a amorphous blob of cotton.
Oh, that reminds me. So my sister makes these little houses for the kids. And she makes 21 of them because she makes them until the first day of Yule. And the first day, hey, Sophie! So the first day of Yule is the last day that they get them, which they've opened them where I would show them. And today they had necklaces in them because it's like the last day, so it's the big present. And Michael pulls out his, Roxy pulls out hers, but Gabriel just like pulls out this little cotton ball and he's like, I only got cotton. Because what had happened was he fumbled his box and it had fallen, and it was like, you know, in a little square bag. So it had fallen on the stairs. And I was like, child, I promise you, your aunt did not get your siblings necklaces and you a cotton ball.
That seems like one of my uncles would do.
You poor 6-year-old. So just so everyone knows, that was the start of my day. And it has just gotten better ever since.
Yeah.
Also, if I suddenly have to disappear and abandon CB to entertain you all, I had to go check dinner.
Whatever will I do? I will totally run out of things to talk about.
So how's everyone doing? I hope everyone's doing well or faring better than me, at least. Yes, I'll say this a few times. Poor Stig got pulled into work because of a miscommunication. So unfortunately, he has to work today. He won't be here.
Have I done a live with Stig before? Like with you?
No, you hadn't. This was going to be your and Stig's first live together, and his job said, no, none for you. So, sorry about that.
I put on like a full face of makeup today to film, like even... Like, I usually put on eyeliner because it's fun. But I did everything. And then I did the establishing shot of the little skit, and my camera died. I was like, come on. So now I have the establishing shot. I'll have to redo.
Woohoo! So the rest of my train wreck of a day, right? Okay, first of all, it's mostly just been a mom train wreck because nothing like too horrible has happened. But if you've even just watched small children for any length of time, you may understand. So today was the last day of their virtual school for the semester, but it was it was what they call asynchronous learning, which means they don't actually have live classes. It's just homework assignments. So, of course, my children, I let them sleep in for an hour because I'm a benevolent mother.
You were the best mom.
They made me regret it immediately. They will always be up at the ass crack of dawn because apparently letting them sleep in for an hour means that, like, my oldest did, like, a math problem and then just sat there like this, just, like, in his chair. And I'm like, Michael,
experiencing life.
I'm like... finish your homework so I can clean my house, because I can't just leave them 100% unsupervised because then nothing will ever get done. So yeah, they take an extra like 2 hours to get. I mean, the boys took an extra 2 hours to get their homework done than they usually do. The small one, she was just like, I did my first homework assignment. I'm like, good. She's like, I finished my second. I'm like, okay, cool. I finished my third. I'm like, what do you mean you're done with 3 homework assignments in 30 minutes? Is this my 6-year-old? I don't think this is my 6, because she's normally the one that takes the longest.
Oh, so she like full out finished them? She wasn't like...
Oh, yeah, she was like... She was like
awesome.
done. To be fair, she is in kindergarten, and I'm pretty sure her assignments were like decorate this Christmas tree worksheet. But still, even stuff like that, sometimes she'll take an hour just because she's like, do. But yeah, so there's that. And it doesn't help that one of the homework assignments was a writing and reading one, which my middle child loathes with every fiber of his being. So
is it like a response? Like you read the thing and then you write about the thing?
So because it was the asynchronous one, it was like 19 pages. And 3 of them were like, what's the problem in the story? What's the solution?
Mm-hmm.
And then 3 of them were like, here's your new vocabulary word. Use emerge in a sentence. But like the first one was gripping. And so he's like, what's gripping? I'm like, gripping is like holding. So it's like gripping my phone. And I like kind of went, gripping your hand. And he was like, my hand? It's my hand? And I'm like, why is that? And then it took like 4 minutes to convince him that gripping did not mean your hand. So it was just like,
you said gripping, and I'm like, something that's like enthralling, like it's gripping you. That's where my head went. And then you were like, holding something, and I'm like, oh yeah, the meaning of the word.
My second grader doesn't need to deal with that. But
I don't know.
But yeah, so that was that. And then finally I start cleaning, and I had made plans with my aunt because my uncle had fixed my van, thankfully. So my aunt was going to bring my van. So I was like, cool, let's go shopping for like Christmas dinner because you can help me with the children. And she's like, yeah, because she loves kids. So I'm like, yes, great. Let me tell you, this is the fastest shopping trip I have ever been on with my aunt. She like normally takes a long time. So I was like, damn. But so she brings the van, she puts the van keys on the table, she goes outside to make a phone call. The children go outside. I'm like, cool, my aunt took the keys to start the van so the kids could get in the van because that's just how it is in my family. The adult that goes outside with the children takes the car keys. Normally, I am very, very anal about asking about the keys. She didn't have the keys, and I locked my door, so I had to call my sister, and I was like, Tammy, I can't get in my house. And she's like, we'll be there. And I'm like, okay, thanks. So then my sister and my dad came, which turned out to be a good thing, though, because like my mom needed my niece's car seat back. Because when my dad, for those who don't know, my van died at my aunt's house on Friday. And my dad ferried us home. So to make room, we had put my niece's car seat in my van because my mom keeps a booster and a car seat per grandchild that are hers. Well, so I just gave them back Chelsea's car seat. And then we go shopping. And we finish the shopping. And then, thankfully, in time, because I'm sitting there and I'm like, we've got less than 2 hours to do the shop. We got like an hour and a half. My aunt has never finished shopping in an hour and a half. So I'm like, and we waited till last minute. So I'm just like stressing about the grocery store and how packed it's going to be. And children, and like, thankfully that all went smooth and it was fine until we get to like the checkout, because my middle son is dead convinced I cannot ring items up without his assistance. And so I made him like, look, you bag it, I ring it. That's how we're going to do it. And then at some point he's all like, no, I want to ring it with the thing. And my aunt, because we bagged cans and she was trying to show him you double bag cans. But he is a Gemini. So took this as a personal affront to his very existence. And just decided to like crash on the floor. He's like, no, I can't help because I can't do it myself. And I'm like, I ain't got time for you, child. So I just started doing it by myself. And then of course he's all like, oh, never mind. Tantrum over. I want to help. And I'm like, fine, back in your bagging spot. And then I get home and Chris isn't home yet, which had me concerned because he should have been home by now. And he had a nail in his tire. So he was like, he's driving home on his spare now. And I'm just like, why? As a Gemini, I am personally, look, I'm raising one. I know how you are. At least I know how he is. I will say the one good thing about him is that is how he is. He's just like, he melts down and then he's fine. So it's just like I just wait 2 seconds and he's good again. I love it, but also
I admire the ability to just be good.
Right? Because let me tell you, my Libra does not. He very much does not just bounce back. Like literally, he was like, Gabriel's copying me. And Gabriel's like, no, I'm not. And I'm like, Michael, is he still copying you? And he's like, no, but he was copying me. And I'm like, that was 2 hours ago. That was 2. Why? But Gabriel's just like, it's been 5 minutes. I'm good.
That's
so,
fast. We're good.
I will say, I do appreciate that aspect of the child. But it's been a day. So, because like Chris was gonna come home and then we were gonna open up our like the pajama Yule presents because it's a Yule thing to get an article of clothing during Yule, or Jola, the Yule cat, will eat you. So we do pajamas on the first day. And so
yes, the cat's gonna eat you. As cats do. Is it like a giant cat? Or does it take like little nibbles and just work its way?
No, I'm pretty sure Jola. I think Jola is huge. I don't know for sure, but it's a magical cat, so I don't care what size it is. It can magically eat me, I guess.
How Santa fits down the chimney. Magic.
Yeah. So we were gonna Chris was gonna come home. We were gonna open our Yule pajamas and then like watch a movie or an episode or something. And then I'm all like, I don't even know if I'm gonna be home in time for my stream. And it's a day, everybody. It took me like 10 minutes to tell you about my day.
Mm-hmm. My family does the PJs too, but we do it on Christmas Eve, so everyone has like fresh PJs for Christmas. And like the past 2 years, I've gotten like ones that I haven't really liked, and so this year my mom let me pick out them, and they're a button-up. It's a button-up like nightshirt that is this flannel pattern, and then it's shorts that are also this flannel pattern, and I want to wear this flannel over them. Just have a lot of red flannel. Just
so yeah. Match. Yule's like the 21st through the 1st this year, and we have 12 days of Yule. Technically, each day of Yule represents something different.
Mm-hmm.
But which like probably after the stream we'll open the pajamas. I'll put the candles on the altar. We'll light them. It's also different sects of paganism celebrate Yule differently. So like because we're Asatru, we celebrate it the more culturally Scandinavian way to do it. So at least we're trying. We're attempting. But yes. And the reason that we had set it up for today was because Chris works 12-hour shifts and he works today and tomorrow. So it was like the pajamas was going to be a really easy day one Yule activity. Or so we thought. On the plus side, I bought a cleanser for like $5 like 3 days ago, and my face feels so nice.
Glowing.
Thank you.
Soft.
I'm glowing from stress.
Yes. All that ness really helps.
Oh, also, we have an escape artist cat, and like my youngest needed to pee when we got home, so I let her and my oldest in. But my middle child was like struggling with the van door, so I was like, whatever. He'll shut the door behind him, right? No, I like get to the front door with the groceries. It's wide open. I'm like, oh my God, the cat's gotten out. We're never going to see him again. No, he's fine. He's in the house.
Yeah, the black cat that will be walking in and out, he takes every single chance to escape, but like since like the snowstorm a few days ago, he's like tried to get out a few times, and walked out, has been out first for less than 30 seconds before just walking out going, oh no, snow, and sprinting around to the back door, then being like, bam, 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 let me in, bam, bam. He's like, I don't know. This is not fun. But like during the summer, he'll be gone for hours and hours. And it's like, please don't die. I like you.
Thankfully, he just like mostly stays around the property, especially since he got fixed. So, isn't that right? This purring. I don't know. Can you hear his purring?
I think so. I heard like a.
Yeah, that was him.
I'm gonna
sounds
go
like
back. That's
a phone.
I'll appreciate the purr.
Artemis
I
is
forgot
somewhere.
to feed the cats earlier.
Artemis is the
so
only
I'll probably
cat
feed them during first.
Artemis is the only cat I have not laid eyes on since I got in the house, but also the one I'm not worried about because she hates the outside. She gets personally offended if I, because sometimes I'll just like take them on the front porch to get like fresh air or something, smell a plant, and all of the boy cats love it, but Artemis, she's just like, how dare you? The outside is filthy. I will that you have brought me here.
We built that catio that I like was on the phone with you as I built, and Storm, which is our really fat cat. Oh, this is Ash, the one that loves going outside. The really fat cat Storm, she won't go outside. I think she can fit through the opening that gets into the catio, but I have yet to see her use it.
Oh. So I should have had to do this like 10, 11 minutes ago, but you should intro yourself.
Oh yeah. Right. Who am I? 24601. Okay. Hello. I am CB Ferrenz. I am a young adult fantasy author. I am 17 years old and a freshman in college. On my channel, I talk about teenager things, writer things, teenager things, and writer. I'm parroting Sam. And writer teenager things. I accidentally did that the other day on my stream. I was like, wait, I recognize what I'm saying. I sound like Sam.
Go with it.
Anyways, yeah, so I talk about college, being a teenager, being a writer, and sometimes I do little skits, which might become more frequently because I have ideas. So anyways, yeah.
And hello. For those of you who don't know, this is my channel. I am writer mom Samantha Nasset, and on this channel we talk about writer things, parent things, and writer-parent things, and occasionally how my life has turned upside down. I have a newsletter where you can keep up to date on all the things and be the first to sign up for like short story beta reading and stuff like that. So be sure to check that out in the description down below, or just go to my website, samanthaalnasset.com/contact, and like the stream. I think I do videos on Wednesdays, live streams today.
Ko-Fi.
I will. Yes, I have a Ko-Fi. If you wish to just send me random money because you feel sorry for my.
She's so beautiful and her skin is glowing because of the stress. I'm very focused.
Today I will first be fixing the stream description. I forgot how words work, because apparently it's last week's, as the Fox so graciously informed me. And then I don't know what I'll be doing. I think I'll be working on. I had an idea because we got Yule family photos, and so I'm gonna arrange the 12 days of Yule. So I'll be posting one on Instagram soonish.
Like a family photo each day?
Yes. Or a child photo. I don't know. It's going to be from the photo shoot. What will you be working on? Everyone in chat, tell me what you're working on while I look for a timer. Nope, don't do that. Sorry, you go ahead. I was talking to myself.
I was like, no, let me stick taping cotton to my face, Sam. You're not my mom. Anyways, this is not working very well. Okay. I'm going to be working on rescripting a video, because I had an idea, but I have a way to make it better, and perhaps a new series, as I was talking to Sam about earlier. So that is what I'm working on. What about you, chat? Chandra is drafting a new project, and maybe some world building. Ooh.
We will get to that after the.
Sorry.
Already started. All right. So 3, 2, 1, go. Yo, and we're back.
Okay.
So, how did you do? I fixed the stream description, and then I'll tell you what else I did after we look at people's. So, what'd you do?
I started coming up with different characters for my skits. Yeah.
Cool. All right. So, Chandra's drafting a new project, maybe some world building. Jessica's video editing and working on my planner. I think that's what you normally do on Mondays. Let me know if I'm remembering wrong. Candy's revising. Ree's transcribing a chapter for Wednesday, all handwritten. Oh, that my hand hurts just thinking about that.
Wow.
Needs cleanup. Yes. Drafting a short story. I'm updating my health tracker stuff. Cool. Chat is speaking to each other, which is always good. I heavily encourage.
Yes.
Got brainstorming. Got 919. Working on a chapter. Description for later book. 521 words of the short story. Woohoo! Sweet. I'm glad. Okay, so to answer your question, Sophie, because she DM'd me a question. No, I don't think she is, but also I don't think I got the card. Unless, that leads into a funny story. I got a card from somewhere it's just Metroplex, Michigan. It has no actual return address, but it's addressed to Sabrina Ortiz and family. For those who don't know, Sabrina is my mother, but Ortiz is my married name. So my mother has never had the name Ortiz. And this is the card.
Sounds a little confused.
There is nothing. There's nothing. I'm gonna cover my address with it, but yeah, and then this is the top. I called my grandmother. Like, if anybody saw me on the phone during the sprint, I was like, Grandma, because we have family in Michigan. I'm like, who lives in Metroplex, Michigan, and is mistaking me and my mother? And she's like, I don't know. Okay. Well, I will. All right. So I did get a present from Sophie, I'm not showing the return address. This is just there, which I'm going to open on stream because Chris handed it to me when he came in. Or maybe not. Hold on. Is my knife over there? Oh, excuse me. Aha! I was cutting boxes earlier, so my knife is still. Yes.
I know, I'd be lying if I said I haven't used my knife to open stuff.
My middle child was not aware that I owned this knife, so he came down the stairs earlier and he saw me cutting boxes and he's like, "I like your Master Sword knife," and I'm like, "Thank you." You're not getting it. There's just this little bit of tape that's folded around the corner that did not.
Sophie's commenting about your shirt.
What is my shirt? Oh, yes, I'm wearing Kyo today. The one day I'm not wearing a Zelda shirt. Yeah, in my for my birthday, because I turned 30 this year, my mother made me a little basket with all the things that made up my childhood. And this was my favorite character from Fruits Basket. No, it is Kyo. You're right. So, Sophie, everybody came here for the unboxing. They didn't know it was going to happen.
Of course.
Jamberry. This is coffee. It smells so good. Can't wait to have. I shouldn't open it at the moment, or I will just inhale grains. I love that, Jess. I Okay, I was
That
looking
is
at the
great.
card. I'm like, is there an address on here that I can't show the camera? This blade may be too thick for the envelope, but that's fine. That's what the finger's for. Blade too thick. Ow. So did anybody else watch Fruits Basket?
No, I have no idea what it is. Sophie does. It was Sophie's first anime as well, apparently.
Ah, that's a hell of a first anime. Yes. Sophie's.
Yeah, I have it up on my board.
I am. I wasn't sure if I should read it out loud or not. Come for the sprint, stay for the Fruits Basket. Aw, it got very sentimental. So I'm trying to read. This isn't you. This is me. I'm like get distracted by because she used glitter pen. So.
Ooh.
Aw, thank you. I love it. I do. I'm gonna hang it in the tree because that's a thing we do. And then I'm gonna
Put cards in the tree.
Yeah.
Her tree hair will match the tree.
Yes. This is Sophie sent us this card. I put them in about 7. And this coffee. So, all right. So who was Kyo and who was Yuki? I need to know these things.
I don't understand that reference.
So in Fruits Basket, as with many 90s animes, there was the 2 main male characters who most people liked one and hated the other. I was very Team Kyo, and Yuki was an asshole.
Sophie disagrees with you.
No, Sophie. I thought what we had was special.
Nice.
It's kind of like, this is not at all equivalent because both Sokka and Zuko are amazing, but it's kind of like if you're like Sokka or Zuko.
I love them both so much. So she's trying to make excuses, amending what she originally said.
Which have you seen the new one? I haven't seen all of the new one. Oh, that's fair. That's fair. I would have been in the Prince Yuki fan club. That fan club was terrifying. I thought that was my cat. I was like, oh, da da da. I was just as anybody who's seen my edgelord video or really been around for a minute knows, I'm very pro edgelord and wounded angry boy. So that was my Kyo. At least I was in the early 90s. Some of the wounded boys now, I'm just like, no. It's
with the dagger, sheathing no. You're gonna murder them?
There you go. I saw a discourse of short stories. I have to sneeze.
Oh no.
I don't know when it's gonna happen. During the next sprint, I'm probably gonna eat dinner because so I don't know who here likes the rib witches from McDonald's, but Banquet makes these rib TV dinner things that you can put into the oven, and it's pretty much just the exact same rib, but I don't have to go to McDonald's to get it, so I can smell them and I want them, and I don't remember when I ate today.
That's slightly alarming.
I know I have, I just don't remember it. It's a very common occurrence when you are a caretaker, especially of smaller beings. Like this morning, they had breakfast, and I was just like, I just don't feel like making myself breakfast after making their breakfast. So I just kind of like sat there while they ate. But then, they were like, "Oh, I'm full," and like, but they didn't eat all of it, so I just ate the rest of their breakfast.
Yeah. Before we like throw anything out or put it back in the fridge or whatever, we just ask my dad, "Do you want this? Do you want the rest?"
Indeed, that's me. Like, there was for a bit Gabriel and the other two, because for some reason I only wanted to name that one. They would take their food, like just perfectly good food, to the trash, and I'm like, no, give it to mother. It was because we were teaching them to like throw away like trash or throw away like chicken bones and stuff like that. So it's like it goes in the trash. But then they'd like, just throw away a perfectly good piece of garlic bread. And I'm like, no, don't give it to mother or give it to father. So now they'll like do a detour, so they'll like offer us their plates, and then we'll be like, yeah, you can go. Or when we have like meals with actual entrees and then side dishes, they want a little bit of everything, but then they only eat like half of it. And so it's like, yes, half of your plate is still good. I'll just put a little piece of plastic over it.
Yeah. Other half is for later.
So Fox just DM'd me. It was like, CB, that's slightly alarming. Fox, yes, Sam in general, quite often, slightly alarming. Not me, never. Yes. Also, I need the sword thing gift now, or give it to me.
Yeah, that would be fantastic.
Also, this is a good time for everybody. Next week, I'm gonna be doing a holiday bash. There's gonna be fun games and stuff. That's probably what I will work on after I get my 12 days of Yule Instagram photos sorted. Because I'm going to do a little. I have to make a little survey to send to Sophie and Matt, because they're going to be my lead guest host. And so I need to know like what their music taste is and a few things, so I can make sure there's some trivia that they both might have a chance. And then for my regulars who come, you will either be assigned or I'll let you pick Team Matt or Team Sophie. It depends. I'm probably gonna roll a dice or flip a coin, just even it out. But yes, it's gonna be fun. The prizes will be laughter and the time we had together, because I'm broke and cheesy.
Of course. Are you going to be the game show host, or are you going to be?
Yes, I am. I'm going to be the game show host. There will also be trivia. There will be Matt trivia, Sophie trivia, and Sam trivia. Maybe Leather Daddy trivia, because
reread the Leather Daddy chapters in TSS.
There is also going to be an animal dick category.
Am I going to research it? Probably.
Just hope you get on the team with Chris and you're sold. Yeah, ever since I said that, I'll be sitting in bed and then I'll hear a YouTube video that's just like this nature National Geographic video or something about like animal penises, and I'm just like, are you studying? Like, I haven't even made it yet, but you're studying.
Oh my god. I'm gonna study too. I have those college kid skills. I almost did not get through that sentence. Roll a coin.
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't pick up on it either.
You're gonna come and enjoy watching the thing, because it's gonna be a Virgo versus a Scorpio, and they're both very good shit talkers. So
I'm terrible at shit talking, so I'll just be like, good team.
Well, I asked them, I was like, would y'all prefer to be a team lead or like the host? And like Sophie wanted to be a team captain, and then Matt was like, I don't care. And I'm like, then I'm going to be the host, and I will pitch you both against each other. And then the shit talking began. So
yeah, I've noticed it slightly. It's very subtle.
Yes, super subtle. Sir, Fox is like, why are you the way you are? A combination of things. The way my parents raised me, the area I grew up in, trauma. I don't know, because he does, like, he's just been watching the videos. I just occasionally hear the videos, so probably, like, he already knew a lot about them. So
concerning. Not concerning. Curious.
Educational. He just has an obsession with dick. I've never met a straight man so knowledgeable or obsessed with penises. Babe, do you know about the sea slug penises? Okay, yes, he knows that one. Okay, look, you have given me so many animal dick facts, and I had a day. I don't know. It's hard to keep them all straight sometimes. He's just staring at me now. So, Chandra, to answer your question, yes, he knows about that one and has apparently told me about it before.
Yeah.
But
Sam's mind isn't finely tuned to contain penis facts like Chris's.
I just don't care enough, apparently. I'm just like, yes, this is your passion. I understand. Tell me. And then my brain goes, but more importantly,
well, we have no use for this information. So moving on.
The proper way to stab somebody with a tiny dagger. Like, yes, the important information.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not stabbing anyone with a sea slug.
It would be a very ineffective stab.
That's the dick fact is related to the fact that sea slugs stab each other with their dicks, apparently.
Oh.
They fence each other with their dicks.
Sword fighting?
And the loser is the one that gets impregnated.
Oh.
It's fair. Yeah. Yes, as Chandra also pointed out. Which animal has a dick 40 times its body? Is it the tapir? Okay, what is it?
Hey, the camera.
I only have 16 people watching right now. I don't think they're taking notes on the dick facts. Think they'll just take their chances with the other categories?
On the replay later, being like, notes.
On the replay later, just like yep.
I'm watching every single dick mention, like make a compilation and just like have it playing like 24/7, so you can like recite it in your sleep. You're like, ah, yes, slugs. They fence with their penises, and the one that loses gets impregnated. Gotta get it in here.
Slugs specifically, sea slugs.
Oh.
Matt said, "Think again." That's fair. It's fair. You gotta like prepare it in case Chris gets on Sophie's team.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say something possibly unrelated, and I don't remember what it was gonna be. Is it a whale? Apparently, Chandra is your dick rival.
Dun dun dun.
Oh, it's a barnacle. And they apparently need a dick 40 times their body length because they can't move. Which is fair.
Fun.
Hey, Jay, you're just in time. There's more animal dick facts being thrown about.
It's delightful.
All right. Matt says, I can't stress enough how seriously I will be taking all of these games. Yes. I don't know.
I mean,
We're
I was
gonna-
thinking that.
Chris has just finished dinner, so he's going to feed the children. So something to
We'll never
Google, I
know.
guess.
We'll never know. I was like very cartoonish.
So fun fact about this. So it was funny because when I was talking about the like making the dick category in Cyborg Central, somebody, I think it might have even been Jay, they brought up like the duck one, and I was like, that would be like the $200 point because that's like the basic weird animal dick fact. That's like your starter fact. You that's where you jump off onto all the other crazy animal dicks. The
I know that cats have barbed penises, and the reason I know that is from Supernatural.
Fair. I like how Chandra's just like, that makes sense. Seems obvious. Just imagine Chandra and Chris now just in like this academy setting with like these professor robes and just these books that's like comparing animal dick facts with each other.
Well, did you know? Yeah.
Oh yes, yes. And have you also studied these ones? Like, oh yeah. I love it. I'm here for it. What kind of timer do we want for our next sprint? Because it's time to sprint. And also for me to get dinner.
Cats.
I had a sarcastic answer, but I was like, they wouldn't put that kind of timer on YouTube, nor would I use it.
Yes.
I apologize. This is a new timer. I saw a thing in the preview.
This is Ash, in case anyone's wondering. My kitty. Oh. The fear on that cat's face.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. And we're back. How did everybody do? I ate a sandwich and some potato, and I have selected and ordered my Yule pictures. So
Awesome. Much more productive than I was. I'm having trouble coming up with the right characters. That's great.
that's always fun.
Yeah, I'm like, how much do I lean into tropes and how much do I stay away from them? Because I kind of wanted to do tropes and then like wildly subvert them, but I'm not sure.
Oh, that's fair. Hearing loud things.
Concerning.
So, how did chat do? Let us know in the chat. I was gonna say comments down below, but I'm like, nope, that's not right.
Nope. It's more to the side for some people. Chat below.
In the chat below, on the chat to the side. Indeed, a good Yule to you too. My words were all running together. 444 words. I like it. Very, very pretty. Edited 3 pages. Aw, yeah.
Nice.
Next week, I hope to just do nothing but critique outside of family stuff.
Nice. I made a winter break schedule. I have like guitar or practicing guitar and my lessons and like making videos and stuff like that, like chores, like feed the cats and working out.
Edited another video. Aw, yeah, getting the shit
Nice.
done. Made some more.
The thumbnails are always insanely difficult.
Are they? I wouldn't know. Made some more notes in my health notebook for my doctor appointment tomorrow. Ah, yes, good. All the notes.
That's good.
I almost said 2091. 1291 words. Woohoo! Setting up my 2021 planners. Ah, yeah. I need to order mine, or else I'll have a thing like I did last quarter, where it came in a week after the quarter started. Yeah, 600 words. Oh yeah, kick those words to the curve.
Nice.
So lately, whenever my children want to do something, and I'm just like, do it to it. That's just what I've been saying to everybody. Is Goof Troop? I think that's from Goof Troop. It's from Goof Troop, right? Ooh, a daily tarot banner coming. I'm excited about the prospect of that. Jessica, let me know how fun it is, or isn't.
Did Fox send you the goof thumbnail?
Yes. Oh, that was just everybody needs to see. The improved thumbnail for the stream.
Yes.
I hope everybody loves it. I am trying to find a thing on my phone and I keep doing something else. And I'm like, I will find what I was doing. The break timer is officially on.
Hey. I'm surprisingly tired, even though I woke up at like noon and it's 9:30. And that has basically been my week especially since school ended. I've just been like tired.
I'm just like always in that zone of busy. So if I'm not doing something for the platform, I'm attempting to work on writing, and if I'm not doing something for that, I'm raising children.
Oh yes, little things.
Yeah, little things. They're like pretty self-sufficient at the moment. Like I was not feeling the best a day. It was over the weekend, not last weekend, but I think the weekend before. and I just heard them like come downstairs, and like I called out from my room, "Did you brush your teeth and wash your faces?" And they ran back upstairs, and they came back down. And then Michael made himself and Roxy food, and Gabriel made him food,
Nice.
and I'm like, yes, my job is done.
Yeah.
Like, they are fed, they are hygienic. I am good. So that was a fun little win for me.
Yeah, I remember.
Oh, go ahead.
My big brother and I used to take care of my little brother because we have enough of an age difference where my little brother's a math year younger than me. I don't remember. He's 4 years younger than me, and then I guess that would make him 7 years younger than my big brother. So we had that stacking of ages.
That's quite a difference.
Yeah.
I am 5 and 6 years older than my two sisters, so I made many a food for them. I get so sad when I have a really nice photo and it doesn't fit in Instagram, and I'm like, I have to crop it.
Can't you just like pinch and then it'll fit itself?
You can only do that so much depending on the dimensions of the photo. So like if it's a really tall photo, you're still gonna have to cut out a little bit of the top and or bottom. And if it's a wide photo, you still might lose part of the sides. So Instagram only likes squares.
Clearly I did not post on Instagram enough.
That like is a concept that I still to this day cannot fully wrap my head around. It's just that like all rectangles are squares, but not all squares are rectangles. And I'm like, I just feel like it should be the other way around, but I get it. But I'm like, but I don't at the same time. I'm like, what do you mean a rectangle is a square? The sides don't all match. So that's just fun. I remember the first time Chris told me that, I was like, you're lying to me.
Chris told you that?
Yeah.
And something we covered in geometry.
Here's the thing. Geometry gave letters to math, therefore I was not a fan.
I feel like algebra did that first.
They both did. They both betrayed me.
I liked geometry because it made sense. It was like, oh, there's actual application of geometry. And then algebra was like, stop.
I'm glad you feel so, because I've used algebra more in my daily life than I have geometry.
Well, yeah, but like with geometry, it's like if you learn the I'm struggling, my brain is struggling. You know, the thing, yes, the formulas. Then you can like, it's like a pattern or a puzzle. Like you can know one angle and one side and then like figure out like an octagon. That's probably not true, but
It's been far too long since I took geometry to know if you were at all. I'm like,
they would give us a circle and then put a whole bunch of lines through it and then be like, figure it out.
Here's the thing with me and geometry formulas. First of all, I'm dyslexic. Second of all, every fucking thing is an acronym. So they're all like, oh, it's easy. Just remember, it's these letters in this order. And I'm like,
SAS.
These letters in this order you say. The only reason I'm any good at any acronyms is because I'm saying the phrase in my head as I type each letter. Remember. Anytime you see me using an acronym, I said the whole damn thing in my head so I could make sure I had the right letters.
Yeah. Jess agrees with me. So
yeah, I'm seeing Jess agrees with you, and Jay agrees with you, and everyone who are any of you dyslexic is what I need to know.
Well, I really liked my geometry teacher. He would like jump up on tables and then like pull up a string and have someone run to like the other side of the classroom and like put the string on the floor and then they put it on the ceiling so we can like make triangles out of that. And he was a lot of fun. So it was like the first fun math teacher I've ever had. And then I had an teacher the next year. Sorry if she's watching this. I doubt she is, but
She just happened to be
scrolling through YouTube. Oh, I recognize that child.
See, I like riddles though, so that may be the difference. Also, like, I'm gonna put it out there. I was not bad in any of the. If it was a math, I had an A. That didn't
can't
mean I
relate.
enjoyed it. It's just I'm very good at math, and I was very good at math, and especially I will say I loved my geometry teacher, because my geometry teacher was like, as long as you get the right answer, you don't have to show your work. But if you get the wrong answer, you have to show me how you did it. Because anytime any math class was like, show your work, I was like, this isn't going to go well. I don't know what it... My child just laughed at me. I don't know what it was, but something about writing out step by step, I would get the wrong answer. But let me do it in my head. Get the right answer every time.
I can't. Really, a bunch of my teachers were so it's like a 5-point question. 4 of those points come from your work, 1 point comes from actually getting the right answer. Yeah, so I'm like in like years, show your work, oh my god. So
I feel so betrayed by my fellow dyslexics. It could also just be how we were taught, because I was like, they were very, very on with the formulas and the acronyms, and I knew it at the time. I would not be able to recite any of it now, but I knew it enough at the time to ace my classes, and I had my own system of doing it, but I would not go back if given the option.
Yeah, I have to take a math class, and I didn't sign up for one this year, so I'm gonna have to take it next year.
Algebra was just these numbers on this side and these numbers on this side have to match, and I was like, I can get there. I can get there. The letters don't actually mean anything. I just have to match them. I'm good.
My cat's not interested in playing with this stream. People are just now noticing the cat. The cat has been up here like the entire stream.
They were working, Stevie. They were doing things.
Oh, look at that.
Just because, like, listen, I'm terrible at math. When I went to college, I had to take remedial math to catch up on. The first day we learned what a whole number is and where numbers originated from. Fair. I don't remember if it was my Algebra 2 or my geometry class, but one of them, they decided that year all classes had to write an essay as part of like our final grade. Just had to write an essay. My math teacher was like, that's so stupid. We're math. What the fuck? She's like, I don't need to know about your writing skills. But like,
yeah, I've like turned around and asked my roommate, like, what are you up to? And she's like, oh, I'm writing an essay. Go ahead.
She was like, just pick a mathematician or something. And so I chose John Napier, the inventor of the dreaded decimal point, because at the time I hated decimal points with a vengeance. They were the only thing I couldn't multiply in my head, is what it was. Because I was slightly bad at it, I loathed it. May still be a thing. But yeah. Then I got bonus points for my creative title, because I was like, John Napier, the inventor. I will learn about my enemy. I will understand why this exists.
I love that.
So
no, I like turn around and my roommate would be like working on an essay. I'm like, oh, what class? And she's like, math. And I'm like, what? Oh, he ran away. He didn't like it.
So Tabitha is spatial dyslexic, which I guess means you can't tell your left from your right. So acronyms don't affect them. That's fair. That's
a thing, not being able to tell left from right? Like, is that? Yeah. No, like, I can't tell my left from my right 90% of the time.
Well, it is a trait of general like, of all the dyslexias, there is a trait that one can get their left and right confused or just have a hard time telling. But apparently spatial dyslexia is specifically just like, you're fucked.
Oh shit.
You will never know. So
the cat's very interested in this
Is
drink.
that why all of you are here? You all just went, ah, yes, this dyslexic YouTuber. we come. This is my people. I love you all.
Yeah, we can relate to you. Good thing he's eating. He really needs to eat. He's just eating. No more cat until he finishes eating.
So what I would do is when my teacher, if I got a problem wrong or something, I would have to write it out and show my work, and that would just mess me up. So she was just like, show me how you would do it. And so I would skip like 4 steps in the solving process, and she'd be like, okay, you're fine now. And we came to an understanding of where I would mess up, but she was really cool because she didn't like at the time they were like, this is how you do math, and there is no other way to do math, and I physically could not do math like that. I was like failing when I tried to do math like that. But then I add the hundreds place first. I can just glance at the tens and the ones, and I will know how many hundreds are going to go in the hundreds place, and then I'll add the hundreds and then the tens and then the ones, and that's how I get to the answer. So, and
I struggle with math.
One of my children does that too. And so my husband was looking at his math, and he was just like, why did you? And my son was like, because it's going to carry over. And he's just like, oh, okay. My husband is not dyslexic, but it's okay.
I got like a C- freshman year math. And I think on my friend and I joked about it because we got our finals back. I got a 62 and she got a 63. I was like, oh, 1 point. It was really not a good year for math.
So Tabitha just said, yes, spatial dyslexia is specific to that. I'm also in theater, which means not only do I fail normal directions, because stage left, stage right. So whenever because I did drama and I was, backstage and I did the lights and stuff, sometimes when people are like right and left, I go with stage right and stage left, and then I'm like, you meant the normal one, didn't you? Like, whoops. What child? My child just went loca.
The new language. The cat just looked directly in the camera, and I'm slightly terrified. Like he doesn't look in cameras, then he just pew, and I was like, wait, what? Hi.
Just fly away, kitty, fly away. I'm sitting over here staring at the potato salad, and I'm like, I want more, but I loathe the sound of me chewing. And like on the sprint, I can just do this, and then I don't hear myself. But if I have the headset right there, I'll hear myself chewing, and I'm like, no, I don't need to add hating myself to today.
I have, I'm sure you can really see on the door, there's like that paper. It's the outline of the 3rd book because I like had all these plot points and I was like, I don't know how to divide them up into chapters because I have multiple point of views. And so I like cut them up, like scenes up into chunks and like literally copy and paste them. And so I have it on my door and it's been there for months and my cats have never mind. And then within the past 24 hours, the cat that's not that one, the other one, he's decided that my outline is now his favorite toy. So he'll just go up to it and go bam, bam, and then walk away, and then bam, bam, like claw at the tape. And I'm like, what are you doing? Why? Where is this coming from? Yeah. And I'm like, I thought we had an arrangement. He's like, I can tell you're talking about me.
All right, so we're gonna go into our final sprint of the night because I still have Yule stuff to do, and Chris has work tomorrow. So kid bedtime is me. All right, I'm going to do a rainbow timer in honor of our fallen Stig. Nobody get too worried. He's working, but
yeah.
He was very, very upset that he was that he couldn't be here. He was holding out hope all weekend.
I've told my dad like 2 things about Stig. I live in Norway and he has glorious hair, and now my dad wants to visit him.
I misunderstood you as saying I live in Norway, and I was like,
oh, no, I don't. Can you tell by my accent? It's so Norwegian.
To be fair, the Midwestern accent in America evolved from a Scandinavian accent. So when people from Scandinavia speak English, they sound Midwestern sometimes.
That's awesome. I love that a lot.
It's especially wonderful because Stig will rip on like Jesse and Matt, I think, for being from Ohio. But Stig says some things the same way they do. So it's like, sir, hot and kettle. Great. All right. And we're going to go final sprint of the night in 3, 2, 1, you. We're not using this one again. I don't like that it doesn't have numbers. Hello, hello.
Hi. Sorry, I just saw the when you sent me thumbnail. I think it's me.
No problem. All right, so I'm going to wait, what's going on? Saw talk of Stig. Speaking of, as we wrap up, I'm going to show this very lovely thumbnail that was made for Stig. All right, so we're wrapping up. Thank you to well, do your outro, CB, and then I will wrap the stream up. My brain is turned off.
I totally get that. Hi, goodbye soon. My name is CB Ferrenz. I am a young adult fantasy author. I have a YouTube channel where I talk about writing and being a teenager and being a college student and how those things. Yeah. Don't forget to like the stream. That was my outro.
Hi, and for those of you who don't know, and for those of you who do, I am Writing Mom Samantha L. Nasset. This is my channel where I talk about writer things, parent things, and writer-parent things. You can sign up for my newsletter to keep up to date on all the new things. You can subscribe to the channel if you had a good time. I hope to see everybody Wednesday for my video. It's the monthly vlog, or next week during the holiday bash. All right.
Woohoo!
See ya!